This is a very special law, although it is the primary and most basic in all of reality. Even so, we don't understand it. First of all, because we used to speak of love as something animate or corporeal, as something that has to do with sex, something that happens between a male and a female on various levels of animals and people. And it's completely not as we speak of here. The law of love is the law of connection. Connection among parts that reveal themselves as different, that they are not one part but two. And two means that in each one there is its own ego. And therefore, out of its own nature, it hates the other. It doesn't love the other. It repels the other, and only on condition that it understands that it has to overcome its rejection, its repelling of the other. It's not between a man and a woman, and not even between friends who have some sort of connection. It's just simply between two people, for example, that I have nothing for him, but the closer I get to him, I feel some sort of repulsion. And here, the law of love applies to me. Let's call it a government law. I have to do it. And then we come to a state where I have to follow this law, carry it out. In other words, there cannot be love, but only this relation that is revealed on top of rejection, hatred, distance, disagreement. I just don't want to accept him. I can't accept him. According to my nature, I don't want to touch him. I don't want to look at him. He seems to me like it's better if it didn't exist in my life. And according to this, I have to develop in me, beyond that feeling, powers of connection, necessity to connect, an inclination, a penchant for connection, why, what for, etc. Just imagine what it means to be in love in a spiritual way. I have to explain to myself why I need to get closer to him, why I need to look at him. Instinctively, we reject such people, such qualities, such behaviors. And here I have to specifically reveal, gradually, bit by bit, maybe with help from the outside, I have to show my relation to him as an inclination, as a penchant, as an attraction, as an acceptance of everything that is in him as more and more desirable. And this is called love will cover all the crimes. If I have an attraction, an appeal for someone, it's not love, it's not an inclination, it's not even spirituality. Spirituality is revealed only on top of rejection, hatred, distance, not accepting the other. This is why the law of love, as it's written here, the law of love in the system of Adam HaRishon can develop, can be revealed only after the hatred is revealed in that system of Adam HaRishon. And then that system is ready for development of the power of love on top of the power of hate. For this reason, the main thing that the Creator did when He created the system of Adam HaRishon, connected, and then he broke it. And then, the minute it's broken, we begin to develop. And then, after all kinds of forms of development of billions of years in the still vegetative inanimate, when you start with an ape, and from the ape emerges man, and within man, all kinds of inclinations begin to develop for and against hatred, love. And these are already dependent on the feeling and intellect of that ape, which by that becomes human. Then in people, humans, there are also instinctive things, but they already understand some more, they feel it some more, and they already call it psychology, materialistic psychology, which Baal HaSulam writes about too. And in this way, we come to learn what is hatred and love. But afterwards, we come to a state where the system that is revealed as disconnections between us, it brings us into such distances, disconnections, and hatred, that we then have to think, how can we exist? Like today, for example. Our development thus far was only development as animals, including all of our technological achievements, and in commerce and industry and science and all that. It doesn't matter. We've been developing like animals. Now we have to develop as human beings. Human beings are what we discover, what we reveal on top of the animate level, the speaking level. Adam, meaning dome, similar to the Creator. When we put on our egoistic tendencies the system of bestowal and love and connection. And this is why this whole system is approaching correction only now, in the last generation. Everything that's developed before us was as a preparation, so that now we could bring the whole system to the right development, which will be called Adam, man. So let's ask a few people, what can we do?